Hello everyone. I wanted to do this video real quick about these products that I have been using, AM, Slim AM and Slim PM. And the reason why I wanted to share with you because I've been having so much great results with these products and just so happy and excited, and I just want to share with you and how I'm actually losing weight with these products. First of all, um, I just wanted to educate you. What prompted me to do this video is because I being a rep with Total Life Changes. When I first came into the business, you hear about to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, and then we're human, and we're used to losing weight in certain ways. So when people say lose 5 pounds in 5 days, we're like, okay, how do you lose 5 pounds in 5 days? And then I found out about the Slim PM, one of our products, and it says that you can actually lose weight in your sleep. So I just wanted to go ahead and do some research. So I'm like, well, how do you lose weight in your sleep? And the thought just came to me to just like do the research. How does fat leave the body? So I went in and got on Google, and I Googled how does fat leave the body. And contrary to popular belief, come to find out that fat is actually exhaled out of our body. Now, doesn't that sound crazy? But these are facts of how fat actually leaves the body. It leaves the body through exhalation. As a matter of fact, 80% of your body fat is lost through the process of exhalation. Your lungs are the primary organ of how fat is lost from your body. So I'm going to go and prove it. According to the medical journal BMI, researchers show that during weight loss, 84% of fat that is lost turns into carbon dioxide and leaves the body through the lungs, whereas the remaining 60% becomes water. Wow, now that is a game changer. Usually when we think about losing weight, we think about it as socially. Going to the gym, we heard about the calories and everything. That's how we're taught that we actually lose weight. You burn fat. That is a process. However, when your fat cells are broken down, the scientific and how God created the body to actually get your fat out of your body is broken down. Let me go again. This is the word metabolic pathways. Okay, so let me talk about the fat burning process. Okay, your body stores fat in adipose tissue made up of fat cells, also known as triglycerides. This form of fat isn't immediately usable. However, when your body senses an energy deficient, this is when you talk about calories and how you burn it. When your body senses an energy deficit, your adipose cells, which are your fat cells, react. An enzyme inside them, hormone-sensitive lipase, helps break down the triglycerides, releasing fatty acid and glycerols into the bloodstreams. It breaks it down and put it into the bloodstream. So now remember that about the bloodstream, because that's going to be important of how actually the Slim AM and PM works. It releases it and breaks it down into the bloodstream. Cells require energy, taking these compounds and transfer them into a usable fuel plus carbon dioxide and water. Now, when we breathe, what are we breathing out? We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. It goes on to say, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen makes up fat when triglycerides are broken down into usable energy of glycerol and fatty acid carbon dioxide. That's what I just read. And it says water is released. You exhale the carbon dioxide and you excrete the water into urine or sweat. So the water becomes either urine or sweat. It says, that's according to livestrong.com. According to the British Medical Journal, it says 80% of fat, well, I got percent, 80% through the lungs. So it's saying that you actually breathe away the pounds. Wow. In another article in the Men's Fitness Journal, which is entitled Breathe In, Breathe Fat Out. What you might, and it goes on to say, what you might not know is that 80% of fat that leaves your body is expelled through your lungs. Again, that's according to the British Medical Journal. Human fat cells store triglycerides. I'm just reading it again because I just copied it. So it's saying that the atoms are released through oxidation, and when that happens, fat is burned off. Okay? So when we get into the breathing part, this is important because it uses examples. It uses examples. According to scientists from the University of New South Wales in Australia, they did the math. This is when it's broken down by math. It's saying when 22 pounds of fat is oxidized, 18.5 pounds leave the body through the lungs. That's CO2. Wow, let me read that again. When 22 pounds of fat is oxidized, 18.5 leaves the body through the lungs as CO2. The remaining 3.5 becomes water, which leaves your body through sweat and urine. Wow. So this is important as well. It says the thing to remember here is that the oxygen needed to complete this metabolic process weighs. Okay, this is what it's saying. Sometimes you can't read your own handwriting, so I'm going to just tell you what I'm trying to say. That when it breaks down the metabolic process, you need 3 times the fat being lost. The fat being lost, okay, let me just read it real quick. So the amount of fat that's being lost, you need 3 times the oxygen to do so. So to completely oxidize 22 pounds of human fat, 64 pounds of oxygen must be inhaled. So the amount of oxygen that needs to be exhaled needs to weigh 3 times more than the fat cells. That's what it's saying. So in order to oxidize 22 pounds of human fat, you need to inhale 64 pounds of oxygen. Now that's deep. So now here's another example. It says, so if you have someone that's weighing 154 pounds at rest, now this goes to this will have something to do with the Slim PM, like how do you actually lose weight in your sleep. Listen to these numbers. Someone weighing 154 pounds at rest, taking in 12 breaths per minute, or 17,280 breath times per day. Let me see. It says, I'm reading my own handwriting again. So it's just basically saying that you are losing weight, okay, times a day, 200 pounds. So a third of that weight is lost. A third of that weight is lost during the hours of shut-eye. And it says the lungs are the primary organs in which you lose weight. So it's saying that when you lose weight, a third of the weight is lost during your sleeping hours. So again, when we start talking about the Slim AM and PM, I will show you actually how these work. It works with your body's own natural process. The main ingredient in here is called L-arginine. So I'm going to let you know how that actually assists you in weight loss. L-arginine is a product. Most of the product, most of